Deathmasque Vol 1, 1 Silver Rain. 5 prime worlds, each a manifestation of an unbound entity's creation, serve as the bedrock for an infinite array of past, present, and future realities. These worlds are the foundation upon which countless universes are built, each one unique and complex in its own right. Each world is a labyrinth of distinct realms and planes of existence, some brimming with life and light, others enshrouded in death and darkness. From the vibrant, lush landscapes of the living to the eerie, haunting domains of the dead, these worlds encompass the full spectrum of existence. Yet every world is bound by a common thread, an etheric realm, also known as the realm of magic or souls. This mystical dimension permeates all of creation, connecting the disparate worlds and planes in ways that defy conventional understanding. These realms intersect at certain junctions in time and space, giving birth to the enigmatic etheric crossroads, a phenomenon found across every world. It may manifest as a fixed location activated only during specific hours or seasons, or a mere blip within warped space. These crossroads are the points where the boundaries between worlds grow thin, allowing for the exchange of energy, knowledge, and even beings between realms. Boundless, I murmured to myself, my voice an infinitesimal whisper against the grandeur of the Pentaverse's grand world tree. A crucible of Raman. Every world was trapped in an endless cycle of mechanical rotations, with massive devices appearing to ensnare each one. These were the power globes that sustained the Pentaverse's tree fuel, if you will. These globes, then, were the ether itself, the very essence of existence. The expansive chamber containing the entire pentaverse continuously recycled the deceased worlds and revived new ones, creating an unending loop of life and death for all its creations. From the top of the observatory, Asiran gazed through the circular glass roof at the endless expanse of darkness looming over him. The cards had fallen, and eerie whispers filled his project from the shadows. Asiran hesitated, knowing he had been promised more time, but struggling to accept the consequences of his own creation. Asiran gestured towards the magnificent mechanical oak at the center of the observatory, declaring, "Your power lies within the heart of the worlds. Go and inside the Pentaverse and claim it." With a lowered head, Asiran spoke softly, "Please forgive me, my children. Deathmasque Issue 1, The Red World. In certain instances, my mind is transported to a realm where I am guided by the majestic kestrels, traversing through a multitude of memories that span a lifetime, resembling a time traveler closely observing the delicate strands of their predetermined destiny. As I gaze upon the unfolding of events and witness her manipulation of the past, I am struck by the warped representations that manifest in front of me. A tumultuous flow of crimson fluid and agonizing torment floods my vision, painting a poignant portrait of the interconnectedness between existence and mortality. And through her lens, I am granted a glimpse into the woeful calamity that befalls all living beings. Being a woman in this worn old city was a dying art. I pause before the next part. Never let other people tell you what you are. Glow bright through the shit, be a star. In this club, the red lace, I wear the crown. The nervous girl beside me, Claire, settles down. The music is lively, rhythmical today. I smile at Claire, show him who's boss, make him pray. The red lace curtains folded neatly as I smile to myself. The bar barely tended as the bartender toasted to 3 people's health. There was a time I wanted to be a star, with my sister on piano who is currently at the bar, laugh. Standing up tall in silver light, but selling out my ideals to fit in, it just never felt right. Besides, someone had to look after the girls. So those lies the guys here told were left doing swirls. On stage, my dreams, they never die. It was the redemptive silver light in the inescapable gray world ski. Why? I never belonged anywhere as I do in silver light. But as I smile to myself, and I know this is home because it feels right. Every step towards the stage, I felt real weight. Every talent shown, I escaped some judgment and some hate. A tear falls like a silvery droplet melting into the floor. Just a trans woman like me, could I ask for more? A single thought fills my mind, a hollow echo that leaves me blind. What if I never belong? What if I lose the fight? It wouldn't matter. All my girls would glow as bright. Chapter 2. You Seem Familiar. When Claire took to the stage, my pride swelled. It was as if some form of primal pride within me was quelled. Every time that girl sung, there was a certain silent magic in the air. She could have been arrogant, but she wasn't the type not to share. The tables were lined with men from various sectors of the city who came to hear her sing. We served any, no matter affiliation or factional wing. There were red velvet curtains and these tassel that hung from the ceiling. And it was strange even before I knew some of what Claire was feeling. Eve, my sister, hit each note, and it was like family on stage. Her black hair pulled into an awkward ponytail as she turned a music notes page. In the city was different. It felt oppressive, and a strange pressure subdued our home. So I was thankful in my windowless Lowtown club for the time alone. The walls by the outskirts of the city were made from what we call dream glass. They would occasionally show pre-war landscapes as people pass, more like showing an idyllic pre-war paradise so people could forget, and occasionally pumping advertisements, haha, go minions, buy now, and regret. Few of us had ever seen the sky, and in this town even fewer dared question why. These days, you can just about get by so long as you close your jaw. Darkspire was home, pity those of us on the bottom floor. The club was my haven. I started it young. There was a girl from Vasilis that impressed me when she sung. It was partly her voice and maybe more that I idealized as perfection. It was my admiration that made me change, and I felt that was the correction. I'd never belong. I always felt trapped, high ceiling plate or not, I didn't fit. That was my world, but am active, I never sit. Claire and Eve were much the same, but my sister was vanilla, the original design. Some days when it's tough, I thank God you're mine. There's good everywhere when you know where look. The life we share and chances after the war we took. It's after Claire's show, and we are about to close. Time well spent with my favorite people, thinking back, it's how a good life goes. The customer in the bomber jacket did talk real good. Could be someone I almost understood. I grin, ironically, no sarcasm at all. Men come in all sizes, some big, most small. The city was madness. It sucked at the soul. Whether you were rich or poor, they manipulated your goal. Sir, I think you've had one too many. The man shifts frantically. No, you don't get it there. 10 a penny, he continues while searching for smokes and a lighter. They took my memories, and I was a fighter. I laugh. I bet you were a champion all the same. You need to leave. He mumbles, walking to the door, knowing I don't believe. On his way out, he shouts, they're coming. You know, they're in the reaches. Ignore the lies. It's what the city teaches after a beer or two. He's ranting insane as he slams the door. He doesn't seem very clear. I smile and laugh. You seem familiar, but get out of here. The light in the background would flicker at night. But even in perpetual darkness, I always believed there was light.